oh my God, the regret is literally eating them alive. But I want to look into it more deeper. So let's pull out some cards and let's see what this regret is about and what exactly it is and why they are feeling this way. I've got a bunch already, wanting to fall out. When I shuffle my cards, unlike, other channels where they literally in a loving way start to fall out. In my case, no, I have to pick and choose, and occasionally they might fall out, but no. So let me pick and choose. And again, if you hear any squeaking, then just be aware that there is nothing ghostly going on around me. It's the chair that I'm sitting on. So what is it that they're regretting? The way they treated you. That came through very strongly. They regret the way they have treated you. They regret the way they have behaved. They've come through very strongly as the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is somebody who is established, somebody who is career-driven, somebody who is clear regarding their professional path. And the reason why I use professional is because, again, they could be a business owner, entrepreneur, or they could be, working for somebody. So professional just fits in with everything, but they are professional in the sense that they are in leadership. They are in a project management, high managing, kind of position, CEO, whatever it may be, because that's what the King of Pentacles is. It's somebody who is very driven, somebody who knows what it is that they want, somebody who's very clear when it comes to their goals and, moving forward. The only sad thing is that can't guarantee that just because they might be like that on a professional level, that on a love level, they have the same, because they don't. They're complete opposites to it. And again, I'm picking up your frustration. This is why my tone changed in that way. And the reason why my actions towards this poor card, came out in that way, because it's that frustration of, okay, if you're so bloody focused and driven and professional, relating to all those things, why can't you be the same when it comes to love?